No, it's Wednesday the 18th. Okay. We're going 6:15 in the morning. Nice and cool. I wanted to get this mountain over with. We're summiting Baker Mountain at 8200. I stayed at Baca Pass. Actually, this is Baca Mountain, not Baker. Baca Mountain. Oh, there goes my satellite. So, notification. I love it in the morning. Nice and cool. 16 miles from Tahoe City. So, may do a 0 tomorrow. And I think I might stay just outside the town tonight. And then go in the morning. And then I have a full day. Hate going in at night, pay for a room, then you got to be out in the morning. So that's my plan. Oh, look at this. Look at this. Beautiful this morning. And here comes the sun. Warms up fast though. Real fast. Okay, later. Oh, look at this. Look at this. Oh, this is, we're coming up on Baca Peak. Pretty neat. I've been walking with this Frenchman all morning, talking about Trump and politics. Really. Oh, we're having a lot of fun. And then we stopped here to take a look. And then I started talking to this German guy going the other way. And then like eight hikers passed us. It's like the morning rush hour here. Look at this. Look at this. I would not want to follow. There's no stopping here. Yeah, this would be bad. Oh, look at this. I'm glad I'm not doing this with snow on it. Woo. That could have been a dangerous traverse. How can you tell? Boston. Oh, you are too?
Yeah.
Oh, well, I'm actually from Cape Cod, Marston's Mills.
Okay.
What part of Mass?
Like central.
Central Mass?
So like near Concord. It's called Maynard. It's a small
I know where Maynard is. I go by there all the time. I hike the long trail about friggin' weekly. Actually, I maintain a section out there. So,
cool.
Between Story Springs and Stratton Pond, that's my section.
Nice.
Yeah. So, so you're doing the whole PCT? Or?
Yep, that's the plan. Hopefully.
Good deal. Good deal. I just drove out to do the TRT. I'm doing the Tahoe Rim Trail.
Cool.
Yeah. I don't want to spend 6 months on the trail.
Yeah.
So I'm going around the country, and I'm just picking the cream of the crop. You know, next year I was going to do JMT last year, but the snow canceled that deal.
Yeah.
So I had the permit and everything. So I'm going to do JMT and all that next year. And then the year after that, I'm going to start doing Washington and Oregon, and I don't need to do the desert and all that bullshit.
Yeah.
You guys.
I like the desert. But
Did you?
It wasn't hot.
When did you start?
April 10th.
Oh, you started early.
Yeah.
A lot of people I'm running into are around the 27th, May 5th area. That's this group that I seem to be following.
Yeah, I'm
Taking
sure
a lot of time off.
Yeah, we just took a week in Tahoe.
A week in Tahoe, South Tahoe. Yeah, well, obviously you haven't gone to Tahoe City yet. That's where I'm heading today. You spent a week there? Wow. Well, that's a neat town. That's a
We
neat
had,
town.
we had
Yeah.
a free place to stay, so
Oh.
why not?
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. So did you get to see any of the celebrities this weekend?
No.
Matt Damon, all these guys were there. Yeah, no.
Any
I
of
saw
them.
photos, like my cousins were there, and they saw like Steph Curry and stuff,
Oh, they did. Yeah, yeah,
but I didn't go.
yeah, yeah. Well, nice to meet you. I'll have to put you. Am I on? I wonder if I'm video. I can't. There it goes. Okay. What's your trail name?
Monster.
Monster from where? I forgot now.
From Maynard.
Maynard, Massachusetts. I can't believe it. I met her out here on the PCT. All right. Well, be safe. Get to Canada before it frickin' snows.
I'll try.
All right. All right. What a difference a day makes. Oh, am I feeling really good today. Oh, I think it's the other night. It was warm. I was tossing and turning. I was stuffy. I think that's why I just woke up and I felt shitty. And then on top of that, I had the heat all day. I just could not get into it yesterday. I can't believe I did 13 miles. I thought if I did 8, that would have been a huge goal. But last night I figured out on the map and I did 13. And that's map miles, so who knows what actual GPS miles were up and down. So last night I slept on top of a pass, and it was cool. It wasn't, it wasn't cold, it was cool, and I slept so much better. And I woke up, it was brisk. Just one toe is hurting me right now. All the others seem to be pretty good. They're starting to heal up. So I think I'm gonna stick with these shoes until the end. I only got 40 miles left. Well, plus today. So I got 60, I got 40, I got 50 miles. 50, what am I? I'm 14 miles from Tahoe. Tahoe is 40, so I got 54 miles left on this trip. So I'm gonna just stick it out with these shoes that I have. And when I get home, I'm gonna go up another size. I was gonna buy shoes in Tahoe City, but not for 40 miles, I don't think, unless these stop bothering me again, but I think I'll stick with these. So anyway, yesterday, I hate it when I get in those moods, because then the only thing on my mind is, what the frick am I doing out here? I don't need this bullshit. I'm getting off the trail. This is not fun. Well, what a difference a day, and that happens a lot. The next day, totally different feeling, terrain, weather, everything changes. So there was a saying I heard years ago. There's a saying, you never sell your stocks, or you only sell your stocks after the third down day. Well, I think you could kind of use that on the trail. You should never give up a trip, get off a trip, until you've had 3 consecutive bad days. On your third bad day, or at the end of your third bad day, if you still am adamant about getting off, and then you should get off. But I think that's a good rule of thumb, is wait it out. If you have a real bad day, unless you have an injury, that's different. But if you have a real bad mental day, hang in there. Give it another day. If that day is just as bad, give it one more day. And if that third day is bad, then go home. I think that's the way to do it. Because weather changes, your body changes, trail conditions change, and you meet different people that lift you. Look at this shot. I don't know if this will come out. So keep that in mind. Give yourself 3 days before you give up on a trip. That's going to be my philosophy now on. Because if I had given up yesterday, and I would have missed this. And my feet are better. Although yesterday I was in pain. That didn't help all day yesterday. Every step I felt it. I was like, oh. But I soaked them twice. 2 different river stops. I soaked them, took my socks off and soaked them. And I think that may have helped. And then I stopped short too. The last 2 days I've stopped like around 3 o'clock and just took my shoes off and let my feet air out. And I think that helps. All right, later. This is scary. I'm not looking down. I mean, this is a huge freaking ravine. You guys look, take a look. Take a look over here. Oh man, I am taking my time. Just going on the edge here. Oh, this is freaking. Ooh, look at that up ahead, folks. Wow. Yesterday was boring. I had nothing. I had no views. I had absolutely freaking nothing. And this morning, it's just totally different terrain. Man, this is beautiful. I'm going to slow it down a little bit here because I do not want to trip. And there's a few little things popping up that could catch my toe here. All right. So I don't mind if there's trees. They'll catch a fall a little bit here. When you get on those open ledges, it's scary because if you go down, once you start rolling, you ain't stopping. And if you try, put your limbs out to stop, they'll be broken. I'm not looking. Oh God. Woo. I'm leaning into the hill. Alright, going back. Oh, look at that. Look at the valley down there. Oh, it's gonna be hot down there too. I'm going down, I think the rest of the day. I don't know, I think I might have one little climb. And then I'm going down to Tahoe the rest of the day, which will get warmer and warmer and warmer. Okay. You gotta love hiking across these chutes, these avalanches. I guess, I don't know what caused this. But they're all slow going. See the rock slide? Oh, I got big. I just looked at the map. Big freaking climb coming. I thought we had one more, and I was right. Okay. Oh, baby. One of many thousands of switchbacks. That's what I like about this trail. They don't all go straight up. They zigzag. Makes it a little easier. Been climbing well over an hour. And this is what it gave us. Oh shit. Look what we're coming out to. I mean, wow. Look at this. Okay. I am now entering the Granite Chief Wilderness. I don't know if you can see this. Let's see where we are. Alright, so we're right here. Okay, here's where we are. Alright, close that back down. This is the mountain I had to climb. And here it is right there. 8360 is what I'm at. What's my watch say? 8434. Okay. So we only have another mile and I'm leaving the PCT. Oh, I gotta go right to here. And the PCT goes that way and the TRT goes this way. So I'll be saying goodbye to all my friends pretty soon. All my new friends I made on the trail. Actually, they're already gone. They're ahead of me. They passed the old man. Wow, look at this. I'm going to turn the camera so you can see this while we're traversing here. So, by the time I get up to this little knoll, I'll be at 8,500 feet. I don't know if I'm climbing anymore. I thought I'd be going down pretty soon. Oh, you don't want to see that. Let me show you what's over here. Yeah. There are views everywhere. I feel good. I got my trail legs. I came up that mountain. Basically no stops. Just put it in low gear. And although I was slow, that's all that matters. You know, it's not about speed. It's just getting it done the most efficient way. Now we're up here on the mountain ridge. We are up here. Oh yeah, big time. So that's all the Granite Chief Wilderness. So the PCT is going down a little bit, and then they're going to go up and they're going to go over all those mountains there. That's all the PCT. I won't be hitting that on this stretch, but I will be back. I'm definitely coming back. Yeah. Now I know I can do it. It's just that I say this on every trip. It's that first week, that first 4 days is a killer. It's a killer. Let me go over to the edge. Not too close. say goodbye. PCT. Goodbye, PCT. I will return. I will return. What you see is smoke. That's from the forest fires up here in Northern California. The winds have brought it down. I don't believe there are any fires around here. I haven't heard of any, but I'm going to be in Tahoe City tomorrow morning, so if there is, I'm sure I'll find out. I'm just above it, but in a little while I'm going to be going down. I don't know what the air is going to be like breathing in all this shit. I'm not looking forward to it. Look at how brown that is over there. And it's just sitting here. It's not even moving. There's no breeze to push it all out of here, you know. That's the only problem. This time of year you get all these big fires, and you either got to go around them, or you end up being affected by them somehow. And right now I'm being affected by them, by the smoke. All right, I gotta say, definitely a different feeling being on the TRT than the PCT. First of all, the trail is not as heavily worn because it gets a much lighter use. Look at it. I mean, you can just about make it out. Where the PCT, it's pretty well trampled. And I'm basically the only one out here. Now that I took the turn, I mean, I am alone. There is just nobody around. Because everybody I was hiking with, they were all PCTers. And I met a lot of them. I would say 50 in the 3 days or so, if that I was with them. Yeah, this is totally more tranquil. I don't want to use the word eerie, but it is a little eerie. Because, oh, now I'm in the smoke. I can smell it. Just stepped into it. Oh, crap. Oh, this is going to suck. Oh, this is not going to be good. How are these people living in the valley with this shit? Oh, I can smell it big time. You can probably see, the haze. That's the smoke. It's not haze, that's smoke. So, anyway. Actually, it smells pretty good. Now I feel like I'm camping. But you can see it just feels much quieter. I feel as though I'm going to be back in with nature again, because you don't have thousands of people walking through your backyard if you're a critter. Plus, this is just a beautiful section. This is a nice part of the mountain that I'm coming down. Just look at this. I mean, this is beautiful. Really beautiful. I've been contemplating, should I have taken the hammock, or should I, like I did, take my duplex? I'm still on the fence. I'm not regretting my tent. But on the other hand, when I get into areas like this, I could see how the hammock would be so much, and with the tent, now tenting is going to be tough in here. I don't see, everything's on an angle, so with a hammock, yeah, in this area you would do fine. In other areas, like around Desolation Wilderness, where the granite, the lakes were and everything, you couldn't hang. You were better off with a tent. You could probably make do if you went to ground with your hammock. Use your poles to keep the ends up, keep the screen off of you, though you mesh. That would work. So I would say, yeah, you could do this trail. You could do the PCT with a hammock, but be prepared. Have foam pads or have an air mattress, because you will be going to ground. There's no question about it. You'll be going to ground. Learn how to set up your hammock to go to ground. Basically, you use your 2 poles at either end. You need extra cordage, a couple of extra stakes, and let your hammock lay on the ground, but keep your ridge line up so that you can use your rain top and you can use your bug netting. I mean, it's pretty easy to do. Just, again, it's a little more. I think I went with the tent because I saved the pound. Going with the hammock was another pound. If you're gonna go to ground, you gotta bring your air mattress. And then if you're gonna be in the high sea areas, you gotta bring your underquilt because it's gonna get cold. Like last night, if you were in a hammock and you didn't have an underquilt, you would have froze. It got that chilly where you needed a little something underneath it. So you would have had to have had an air mattress with an R rating of at least 3, and or gone to ground. So something to think about if you come out west here. You can hammock, but be prepared. Alright, this is going to be a long slog. I was 13 miles from Tahoe City this morning. I didn't want to, no, 16 miles. I didn't want to go into town because I didn't want to get into town at 6 o'clock tonight and pay for a room and then have to leave at 9. I'm not doing that. So, let's see. Oh, come on, where am I? That's it? I gotta be further than that. No, I'm just not. Okay. Oh, there I am. Okay, it moved. Okay, so Tahoe City. Here we go. Tahoe City, right there. I'm 10 miles. It's 9:30. I could make that easy today. But do I want to? No. So I'm going to stay shy. I'm probably going to camp right in this flat area right here. I'm going to spend a night there, which will be mile and a half, 2 miles out of town. And because I got plenty of food. I got still 2 days worth of food with me. And a little extra. So I'm in no rush there. As long as I have water, I'll be fine. So I'll go into town tomorrow morning, have breakfast somewhere, because I probably won't be able to sign into a room till 11 or 12, maybe 11. Then I'll take a nice shower, do laundry, take a walk over to the supermarket, because I got to have 4 days. I want 4 days of food to get out of here, to finish. So I'll have probably 2 days worth of food left in my pack. So I think I have 3. Yeah, I do. I have three dinners, 3 breakfasts. So I need, basically I pick up 2 days worth of food. And I'm going to pick up some veggies too. I want some fruit and veggies. I know it's going to be a little heavy, but I am just craving for an apple, a pear. So I'm going to take a couple of them out with me. And I'll surely have some in town when I get in town. Nice big salad. So anyway, all right, people, I don't know if you're going to be able to see this, but I'm across a valley here. Right over there, you'll see a little white strip. It looks like a log that's laying in between these two trees. You'll see a little, right above it, there's a brown spot. That spot was to the left a little while ago. Now it's stopped and it's eating something. If you can zoom in on that, I don't know what it is. It could be a bear, it could be some sort of elk, or I don't know, but there's something over there because it's moving. So I'll see when I go to edit this at home if I can zoom in on it, but maybe you people can at home if I send this video out. Okay, still coming down. Beautiful trail. Well, it's because this is for mountain bikers, that's why it's graded. But man, is it beautiful for hiking. So I'm starting to get a little service now, finally, after 3 days of no service. But I can't post anything because it takes up too much power. And I'm almost out of power, and I can't lose power with my phone. I mean, I can lose power on the camera here, but the phone I got power, so for safety and navigating. So I made a mistake, and I'll let you people know so you don't make the same mistake. When you go on these big long trips, take the solar charger. I left it back at the KOA. I put more hours thinking about, should I take it, should I leave it, should I take it, should I leave it. I'm kicking myself, I should have taken it. A lot of the PCTs, a lot of them, had little charges. Some of them look useless though, because I've done my research, I've done testing on a bunch of them. The one I have has proven. I was just looking to cut weight, and I may have, here's a water, showed it on the map, but as you can see, there's very, very little. So I think there's another major one coming up pretty soon here. So I made a big mistake by not taking the panel, because I've been in sunlight. I could have had everything charged up while I was hiking. It only weighed, if I took one panel, it was 4.7 ounces. And that would have been enough to give me a 10% resupply on my phone in about an hour and a half. I got 10%. So, I mean, it would have been all right, but 2 would have been ideal, because 2, depending on the angle, when I was doing my testing, I was getting between 20 and 30% return on my phone per hour. So, but I was looking at 2 panels, that would be 9 ounces, and then I needed a couple of extra cables. I needed a Y cable, because you got to have a Y come into one, so that one would be plugged into your phone or whatever. And that was like, wires are heavy, and that came in at 3 ounces. So it was like 11. What did it come out to? I want to say it was a little under 14 ounces. 13 and a half ounces, something like that. I don't recall exactly. But that was a mistake. I should have taken it. But it might work out, because I'm going into town tomorrow morning, so I'll be able to charge everything up, and it should be all right. And then I'll be able to post a couple of videos. But in the future, for future reference, I would definitely recommend taking a panel. Okay, oh, look at this. Yeah, I'm coming down, definitely coming. Man, I can smell this, but it's faint. It's not as thick, it's not as bad as it looks. I mean, it looks thick in the air, but it's not choking me or anything, no. Actually, it's a pleasant smell. I kind of like it. All right, look at this. Look at this. All right, later. Here we are, Lake Tahoe City. This is an awesome place. It's like, if you've been on the East Coast, it's like Nantucket during August. It's just loaded with tourists, but they're all from California. Place is packed. It's 6 o'clock. I was at the bar eating because I didn't want to eat at a table alone, and these people, they were all single, one by one. They're coming in, they're sitting at the bar. First thing they do is they go on the phone for like the first 20 minutes. They don't talk to anybody beside themselves. It was pretty funny. I'm looking over in the restaurants and half the people are on their phone. We're gonna get rid of these freaking phones. It's just, I don't know. In a way they're productive, but in another way they're very distractive. All right, I gotta get my laundry. I'm gonna have nice clean clothes for one day. Oh, did I stink today? I kept looking around like I smell garbage. Where's it coming from? Me. It was pretty comical, but you just get used to it. All right. All right, get my laundry. I'll have clean clothes. Okay, here we go. Okay, I got my laundry now. I'm in search of a nice ice cream sundae. I deserve it. I'll wear it off in the first hour tomorrow climbing. My first of 2 huge peaks. Okay. Ooh. I like that. That's nice. That is really nice. Love walking the streets. See all kinds of interesting things. I'm going to cross the street here in a minute. Wait till you see what I'm seeing. It is just unbelievable here. I can see why this is such a mecca for vacationers. Oops. I'm just kind of walking Main Street here. I'm not sure how far it goes down. Everything I needed was like all at the other end. I'm looking for a ice cream shop. I did pass one, but I think it was down the other end on the way to the market. A lot of real estate offices. I stopped in just to check. I think the average is like 800,000. That's the low end. Yeah, pretty pricey in this neighborhood, believe me. I think we'll just take the camper up here. park it somewhere for a couple of months or a month, tour the area, move on, because there's just so much. You got all the way down, you got Southern California, well, mid-California, all the way up to Northern California. I'm like in mid-California. Then you got Oregon and Washington. Those areas are just as beautiful at the right time of year. So it's 6 o'clock at night, it's 82 degrees here. Alright, I think I'm running out of real estate here. Might have to turn around and go on the other side. I was told to go down by the marina. It's supposed to be beautiful, so that's what I'm going to do next. Okay. Alright, we're going to check out the lakefront in Tahoe City. We'll see what this is all about. This lake is so big. I can't even see the southern end. I'm at the northern end now. Well, kind of northwest corner. But I cannot see the southern end, where South Lake Tahoe is, where I was, I don't know, 4 or 5 days ago, I guess. Let's see what this is all about. Look at this marina. It's like something that you see on Cape Cod. There are some big friggin' boats here. Surrounded by mountains. You can see the mountains in the distance. But today's been really hazy because of the California. It's all smoke from the fires. They're drifting in. The wind is out of the northwest, and Northern California is on fire right now, and all that smoke is heading this way, so you can see it. I would know. I was hiking in it all day, so pretty interesting, but it's kind of taken away from the views. Right now I'm looking at the peaks that I was at the other day. What are they called? I forget the name of them anyway. Those are those high peaks that were around 9,000 feet, 90 something hundred feet. They're right there above the boats if you can pick it out of the haze. So that's what I got to finish over there. That's where I'm going, in that corner. I don't know if you can see those mountains, but that's Frio Peak and Echo Lake Peak. Again, 10,000 and 11,000. So that'll be coming up in the next 4 days. Let's take a walk down this way. I'll come back to you later. I'm probably going to get kicked off of this pier. It said private, but I can't read. I gotta show you this from the water perspective. This is just awesome. Yep. A couple of sunbathers over there getting the last rays. Absolutely no trespassing. We won't go beyond this gate. This is absolutely. The other sign said please. Oops. They're having a little sailboat race out there. Wednesday night regatta. I used to be in one of those. Okay. Yeah, I'm mainly doing this walk because I gotta make sure these new shoes are gonna work. I don't want to be on the trail and find out, oh, these are not working. That would really screw up my trip. Although they do look big and funny. Look at these things. They are big. I don't care. They are so comfortable. I just don't know what they're going to feel like tomorrow morning with another 35 pounds on them. Well, I guess we will find out. Okay, now I'm at the other section. They have like this bike path, walking / bike path that goes, I think it almost goes all around the whole lake. Because I've seen it in different spots when I was driving around this lake. I think somebody told me that too. You can ride your bike around here. It's like 110 miles all the way around. So I'm walking a little bit of it. Loving it. This is cool. This is right along the boardwalk. This is the shoreline. Very friendly, accessible little town. Very impressed. Still in search of my ice cream. I guess I gotta get down, I gotta get up off the waterfront, get back up on Main Street. The waterfront, the boardwalk here was all liquor. I'm already gonna buzz. I had 3 beers. Whew. Trying to wear it off here. All right. Look at all these freaking stairs. But I'm going up them like nothing. I wonder why that's happening. Or how it's happening. Maybe because I'm used to going up. Alright. Gotta find that ice cream. I'm craving. My body's craving ice cream. Let's see what we have up here. I got it. I got it. Where are we here? We're at, I don't even know the guy's Poppy's. We're at Poppy's here. So I find the only guy in town, they told me. There's nobody else here. So I'm going to sit here and just enjoy it. See you guys tomorrow on the trail.